Hi there, my name is Claudia and I'm a fourth grade teacher here in Southern California. Welcome back to part 3 of my classroom setup series. In this video, I will be decorating, prepping, and putting together some of the systems I use to hopefully get me through the first week of school. Now, I'm going to be filming over several days because I somehow said yes to tutoring and PD this week. So there's no time to waste. I need to get started. I'm not sure if this makes any sense, but I am going to measure the length. I rolled out the paper from one end to the other, and then I'm just going to cut along the roll. I think this is the easiest. I tried standing up the paper, but since I don't have help, it makes it a little complicated. So I'm going to test this way out. The only way to do this is if I try. I haven't done this bulletin board backing in a very long time. I forgot how challenging it could be. I'm going to use push pins to hold it up in the corner, and then I'll staple it, but that way I'm not using the stapler. And I just poked myself, ow, and having to remove the staples. I'm sure there's an easier way. My bulletin boards are up. Unfortunately, I did not have enough to cover all 4 of them. I measured incorrectly and I only bought 2 rolls, but I did notice that the roll doesn't go very far. It covers 2 complete bulletin boards, and then this front bulletin board has 2 half pieces. I'll probably put something here in the center to kind of hide that. I know once I put my borders around, it'll hide the bottom part. So I'm going to have to stop at Lakeshore to pick up another roll to finish this one up. I'm going to go ahead and switch gears. I'm going to stop the bulletin boards. I need a break from that. And I'm going to move over into putting together my math toolkits. I'm probably only going to have time to laminate, cut, and add the titles on top. The toolkits is something that I like to have done prior to the first week of school. We do start math right away, and I like to have those available in case kids need the manipulatives. Last year, I used these baskets to store my students' math manipulatives. I noticed that there was a lot of dust buildup by the end of the year. The baskets remained on their desks, and it looked very cluttered. And in reality, there was no place to store them in the bookshelves because they didn't stack one on top of the other. So this year, I decided to buy the shoebox bins, and I'm going to use these as my new place to store their manipulatives. I created a new label, laminated it, and then used a glue gun to stick the labels onto the lids. And this is what I'm going to use because I can actually stack 2 at a time in the bookshelves, and they're very easy for students to go and grab their box. Today in the afternoon, I'm going to focus in on painting the sink. The color is really bothering me. Everything is looking really nice. I'm going to use the same paint that I used for my walls, and I'm going to apply it to the countertop. And then I'm going to go to Home Depot and see if they have some type of acrylic sealer. I think it's called polyurethane, and that's what I'm going to use to seal the paint to keep it from chipping, because I know I wash my hands a lot here and I want to make sure it stays on, and I'm hoping it works. All right, the first coat has been applied. It looks so much better. I'm definitely going to need a second coat. I see some little areas that are needed. I just gave it a second coat. I'm hoping that is it. I'm going to leave in about maybe 50 minutes. So I'm going to check in a half an hour to see if I need to add a little bit more, maybe along the sides, but it's looking really good. It looks like a brand new table. Good morning. Today's Tuesday. I believe it's August the 12th. The kids' first day of school is on Thursday, August 14th, and I'm behind. I took some days off. I needed that break. It was becoming a little too much, and I was still waiting for shipment for my borders. As you can see, I still have one that I need to finish, and then I was waiting for contact paper. And I'm thinking that this contact paper here pretty much matches, I guess, not to the extent, but it seems to blend in, especially with the lighting. I have such poor lighting here. And I'm going to add this to the closet doors. Since I can't, well, it's not that I can't paint them. This takes a lot of time. Maybe that'll be my project for next year. So I thought I'd give it some pink, kind of light. Hopefully, maybe it'll lighten things up. I need to attach those. I found some really cute flowers there. I'm not sure if I'm liking this amazing work over in that far right bulletin board. I'm going to change that up. I also found some really cute picture frames from IKEA. They're in pink. So I'm going to replace these white ones that I had with pink. I'm going all pink and see how it looks. I also found some baskets here. I'm going to use these for my classwork and homework box. I found this pencil here for my writing board. It has daisies and it matches that of my border. All right, I have no time to waste. I need to get started. I know some colleagues wanted to meet up and go over our first 2 days of school. The trick again to adding contact paper is to do a little at a time. Fold the backing off, and then as you are slowly pulling off the backing, have a clean cloth start from the center and go outwards, and it'll remove any of the bubbles that are there. If you pull the entire thing off, it is so challenging to do. Today we have a meet and greet before the first day of school, and can you believe it? I'm still not done decorating. I did manage to get here pretty early, about 7:10 this morning, and I did some of the copies that I needed for tomorrow so that I could spend hopefully the afternoon planning out my first 2 days. This week is a short week. It's just Thursday and Friday, and next week we start our full week. Right now I am adding these pages that I created on Canva. Amazing work coming soon, and I'm going to place them on my bulletin boards. I only put them on 2 of my bulletin boards. The other one in the middle is when we start our reading unit. That's where I post the theme of our unit, vocabulary, and any other material that's needed for kids to understand the first unit of our English language arts block. This will be my calendar board. I'll probably put my classroom jobs and anything else that is in regards to the classroom. So I'm trying to wrap this up. Parents are supposed to come in at 9 and just to say hello. I created my own nameplates, and I kind of want to hide the names, but so that you can get a gist of what I did. So their name is in the middle. I used the Cricut to make a daisy since Most of my decor has daisies in it, and I placed it in the box. I bought the contact paper, as you saw from my previous video on how to apply the contact paper, and that was it. I did this all on Canva, which I'm starting to get the hang of, as well as the Cricut, so everything is new to me, which probably is why I'm not completely done decorating. It took me a little bit longer to kind of get the handle of things, but I don't want to be that teacher that doesn't learn new things. I'm always trying to learn something new, get really good at it, and